All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Shamak coming back at you with another one through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Gagadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, a great meals on who rule well and teach well. Shalom to everybody that's tuning in, listening, and learning, getting this edification from several brothers that's doing this ministry from the four corners of the earth. Shalom. And real quick, I just wanted to get a couple of precepts dealing with the narrow, dealing with the narrow path, that we have to take in order to attain the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because this is the last go around, the last time wherein the Lord is going to deliver us from captivity. And this is the most important time to get it right, while we in this grace period. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 7, and I'll start at verse 3. It says, "And I said, Speak on, my Lord, and my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a very wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river." Right. So, the kingdom is going to be deep and great and vast. And, the amount of space and time that we're going to have in the kingdom is going to be innumerable, man. We're going to have the maximum freedom, the ability to do interplanetary traveling, teleportation, the limits of limit breaking elements, having the ability to exert certain elements that we not really able to do as we would in the flesh. Now let's keep reading. Right, because it said that the entrance were narrow like a river. It says, who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? All right, so it's called the broad, where everybody, basically paradise, man. And the narrow is what is needed, to attain that broad. It says, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things, right? Because you're going to have a city that's going to be built, and you're going to have Yahweh Shai that's going to sit at the top and ruling seat of that city. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7. And I'll start at verse 26. "But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it unto the end." Right, because you're going to, have the dominion of America, which is the last kingdom that's prophesied to be on the earth, right along with these other heathens ruling alongside them. They're going to have their dominion taken away. The scripture say that Yahweh Shai is going to have many crowns. It says, consume and destroy it unto the end, and the kingdom and dominion and greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven. It says, and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Who are the saints? The Israelites, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey. What does all dominions mean? That means dominion over also the heathen. The heathen is going to serve and obey. I think that's Isaiah the 3rd chapter, if I'm not mistaken, where it talks about how they shall go up to the mountain of the Lord. He shall teach us his laws. All right. The heathen, they ain't gonna have no high ranking in the kingdom. We're gonna have to teach them the laws. They ain't gonna learn no more war, and they gonna be working for the Israelites to build up the kingdom. right? So the kingdom is going to be given to the saints and Most High, which is the Israelites. So we might as well, we basically just put a fraction of the people who can have access to this narrow path, man. It says the entrance thereof is narrow and set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep fire. All right, so the entrance is narrow and is dangerous. It has different dangers, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. You know, indicating the how narrow this path is, man. It said only one man could go in there at once. It says if this city were now given unto a man for an inheritance, right? Because you have to inherit this kingdom, right? Right. And we already know that the only ones that's going to be able to inherit this blessing is the nation of Israel. But you are going to have other heathen that are going to partake in basically having their own land in the kingdom, except for Esau, because he's going to be wiped out. It says and if it says if he never shall pass the danger set before it, right? Persecution, losing things, family members, etc., houses, whatever, jobs, in order to attain the kingdom, right? It says if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Right. So how you gonna receive the inheritance if you just go ahead and take the sea hip? Of course we know that 2/3, even if they take the sea hip, or they gonna come on a second go around, in the kingdom, out of the loins of the elect. But you got to be able to pass that danger before in order to enter. It says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Right, this is the portion of Israel that they have to overtake in order to attain this. And how shall I say, he only coming for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So you really got a remnant amongst the nation of Israel that's gonna go through this path, man. It says, because for their sakes I made the world, and when Adam transgressed by my statutes, then was declared that now is done. It says, then were the entrances of this world made narrow, but the sorrow and full of, it says, then were the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. For the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure, right? It was more of an abundance of the earth. Things were better, things were fatter, as far as greater. You know what I'm saying? Now things are weaker, man. It says, full of perils and very painful, for the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit, right? We were immortal at a point in time, had power, but as time progressed, man, we started to depart more and more away from our power, and we became more and more weaker. You had our first forefathers didn't start to die until Adam and Eve, transgressed. Now let's but we're going back to that. We're going back to that life of immortality. Right? But this is the path that we got to be able to take in order to attain that. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse because we got to be able to inherit this, and really, especially on the first round, you know, we want to be able to inherit this without the pain of the lake of fire. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 12. It says, "Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be which go in thereat." And this go with second Ezra, because it said on the left and the right, you know, is fire and water. You know, it just stressing the dangers, you know, of this narrow path. You go to the left and you get the flood. You go to the right, you get the lake of fire, man. You know, it's only one path that you can take. It says because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Right. You know, so you got to be able to, you know, find this path, man, you know, just based off of the increase of the spirit and the gift of faith, man, and growth and whatever else you need on this journey to the kingdom, man. You know, we ain't bringing no extra baggage. We ain't, you know what I'm saying, you know, bringing nothing else, you know, through this narrow path, man. You know, we just need, you know, that endurance in your how about your outside and faith, man. You know, I'm gonna read that one more time. It says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. Right? It's a thin path that you have to take in order to receive life, but it's worth it. And few there be that find it. Right? The scriptures say, this world was made for. Actually, I'll just get that, close out with that. Okay, it's the next chapter. Second Ezra chapter 8 and verse 1. Excuse me. Oh my, that was bad. That was off. It's flesh. It says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Right. So this world, this wretched old, defiled, farting burp world, you know, is made for many. You know, anybody can be famous and, you know, be wicked, you know, praise demons and do idolatry and do all the wickedness of the earth that the Lord hate. But only a few can do right. And the Lord is looking forward to that few being the head of the kingdom, starting with Yahushua, house of David, man. You know, all right, so it's gonna be the word to come is gonna be made for few, and only a few is gonna take that narrow path. So Lord's willing, this was edifying to an elect member. I'm gonna close up and give him honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Crocodiles, double honor to the elder apostles, the great Nelson, rule well, teach well, Shalom. So next time I say, Shalom, Kron, Yashar, Shalom.